Today we are leaving the very beautiful and super relaxing city of Chiang Mai on our way to Phuket. We're gonna be in Phuket for about a week in a beautiful beachside condominium. So we're super excited, but we have to get to the airport. This is gonna be the first time on this trip since our beginning of being in an airport. We've been taking a lot of buses, a lot of trains to get to our different locations. I think this is just gonna be extremely relaxing. We've got a little bit of time before we have to actually go to the airport. So first we're gonna sit down for a nice little lunch. Amanda's gonna get some soup. I'm gonna get an omelet with rice and I think a little bit of chicken. You got your soup already? Do you remember what it's called?
Soy or something?
It's got a little bit of a spicy taste to it and great textures. Yeah, great texture with these little crispy noodles too. Got my omelet with rice. Add a little chili sauce to it. Talked about this before. An omelet with rice is just a perfect combination. We really love this restaurant. Amanda's soup is really good. It's kind of spicy, a little savory, sweet. And it's got the nice texture of the crispy noodles and also comes with a chicken leg in it. Very enjoyable. After we're done eating, we're gonna have to take a tuk-tuk to the airport.
Our philosophy is when you find something that's a great local price, local food, we have no problem coming back again and again and again and again.
And one of the great things is this restaurant just opened up the same day that we were walking by it. They were opening their doors for the first time. And it's so delicious, and it's less than a block from our Airbnb. I wish we would have stayed here longer in Chiang Mai. We could have came to this restaurant and tried everything.
Yeah, Chiang Mai, our time here was way too short. Easily could have spent a week here, but that just gives us more reason to come back later. Checking in, the lady said we could check out the Bangkok Free Lounge, and that's where we're headed.
Look at our cute spare stewardess. Thank you. Bangkok Airlines Free Lounge. We've got some cookies, some different rice stuff.
Now we have to confess, we didn't do anything special. We are priority pass holders, but for some reason, I think it's just because we booked tickets with Bangkok Airlines that they're letting us into their lounge. And it's not a lot of frills, but we will take the free Wi-Fi. Domestic airlines usually don't always have lounges, so this is really nice. And we flew economy. There's nothing special about our tickets, but I will go and get myself a free cookie.
We just heard over the loudspeaker that it's the last call for boarding for the Bangkok Airlines, so we are rushing to the gate right now. Yeah, it was only 2 hours. It was really nice not to have to carry around these bags, but it is kind of all of our belongings, so it's nice to have them back. Now we have to go find a bus or something to get into town. Here's our luxury vehicle. We just got into Phuket, and we are gonna pick some stuff up at Big C before we get a metered taxi to Rawai Beach, which is close to our Airbnb. This is how you carry around your bags in a grocery store.
Just got a few groceries. It's about 7 o'clock. We saw a Dairy Queen, and here you can get a Blizzard for $1. So we're gonna stop by and get one. Huh?
No?
Oh, what?
Dairy Queen ice cream in Asia is the best. So we just got a ride on these motorbike taxis. It's 200 baht per person. Way better than the taxis. The taxis were trying to get about 500 to 600 baht. It's very dark, apologize, it's super late. But they had to carry our bags on the motorcycle as well, and then we had to carry a bag on our back each. And this is... that's where the motorbike was sitting for Amanda, and then she was carrying this gigantic bag. We'll tell you more about it when we actually get into the condo. We have made it to our Airbnb. I have to say that the beginning part of our travel day was really, really good, but the second part was kind of a crapshoot.
Yes. This is why we had difficulty after we landed in Phuket. We found public transportation, we found the bus, and it took us all the way to a Big C, which was about halfway between where we needed to go and our Airbnb, which was great. The only problem is we were on a highway and there weren't any taxis available. And so after about a mile walking, we finally ended up just taking 2 motorcycle taxis, if you can believe it. I thought I was gonna lose my life several times. The guy is carrying my like 30-pound bag in front of him, so we have to balance on a motorcycle. I have my 20-pound bag on my back. I am with a stranger I've never rode with, and you know, in America we have this thing called personal space, and I kid you not, here's him, here's me, here I am hugging him like the hardest I can, and I'm sweating, our heads are bumping back and forth with our helmets. I am literally thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die any minute, and the helmet doesn't fit me, so it's already like slid back, and my whole entire forehead is exposed, and I'm just praying for dear God like that we make it there, because it is scary. I don't ride on motorcycles. You know, I was like, okay, I want the taxi, where's the taxi? And the whole time I was so scared. Luckily there weren't that many turns, so I just hugged him like crazy, and I'm like, I'm not letting you go, and it was just unbelievably scary. And I kept my eyes on Eric because he was next to me on this other taxi, and I really thought I was gonna die the whole entire time.
So every time I would look over at Amanda, she was just holding on for dear life, and I've got to say she's such a trooper, because that bag of hers is a monster. It is gigantic. Reese Witherspoon could not hold it on her back.
When we pulled up to the Airbnb, I could not be happier. However, the lights were turned off on the building, and we didn't know how we were gonna get in. Luckily, they were so kind enough to let us use their phone and call the Airbnb host to get further directions. But then once we were saying our goodbyes, they dropped a big bomb on us that we were not expecting.
So when the guy pulled up and asked us if we wanted a ride, he was on just one motorcycle. We told him, we got too many bags. You can't.
How is this gonna work with 4 bags?
It's just not gonna work. So he went down the street and he grabbed someone else and he came back. And so we're like, okay, we'll do 200 baht per person. 200, 200. Like, very simple, in any language you can understand. Yes. 200,
he
200.
Said people, per people.
Per person.
Per people is what he said.
So then once we got there and he started asking for the money, I handed him 400 baht, 2. Then he was like, no, 400 for me, my friend needs money. And we're like, no, that's not happening. That's not what we agreed upon. So then he finally dropped the price down to, you know, an extra 100 per person, so 300. And I'm like, I don't have any money. I had already moved all my money besides what I wanted to spend underneath a pocket in my wallet. So it was out of sight, and so I showed him, I opened my wallet, and I'm like, I got no more money. There's nothing else in there. You've taken everything. And so he finally, after a couple minutes, was okay with it. His friend was okay with it the whole time because
like, sure.
he knew what, they knew what they were doing.
Yes. In the spirit of travel though, we got to our Airbnb successful. We couldn't be happier, and we had to celebrate that it was another successful travel day. Cheers!
With a beer.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you around the world.
Bye guys.
Bye.